Hello YouTube, this is Joey Santana. I'm just making a video today to talk about video games, one of my favorite subjects in the whole wide world. Um, I guess what prompted this video was I see these guys on YouTube all the time, Gamester81, RGT85, the video game nerd, Metal Jesus. I love their videos, and they're always talking about classic video games, which is something I truly love. I love it to death. I was born in '77, so a lot of these systems that they review, I was alive for that. I got to play them. A lot of them I did. The ones, of course, that were done in the '70s, the ColecoVision, that was in the '80s. But no, I mean, like shit, the Magnavox. You know what I mean? The Odyssey. That right there, I didn't get to see those because those came out in the early '70s. I wasn't alive yet. But the Atari 2600 that came out the month I was born. In fact, I'm 3 days older than when the system came out. It came out September 11th in 1977. That's when the Atari 2600 came out. So I was 3 days old. So hell yeah, I was there for that, the revolution of video games. But yeah, growing up, my dad he bought the system, when it went down in price, and I was, you know, 4 or 5 years old when he finally got it, and I got to play it. He bought it, he played with it for about a month, got bored with it, and said, "Here, that's yours," and I was cool with that because it was a video game. I loved it. We had a place down the street called Speedy's Burgers, and Speedy's Burgers back in the '80s, they had an arcade in the restaurant with more than one video arcade, and it was awesome. They had like 15 or probably like 20 arcade machines in there with a few pinball machines, and it was cool. I loved going to play video games. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And I just wish that I still had all the systems I had when I was growing up. I had the original Nintendo, the Atari 2600. Um, I had a lot of other systems as well that I got at yard sales when I was still young. I had the Vectrex. I bought that sucker at a yard sale back in the '80s, and it wasn't that expensive. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I got it, so it must have not been that expensive for me to have gotten it. It's just I had it, and I got rid of it like an idiot. Every time the new system would come out, I would trade it in to get a new system. So when the Super Nintendo came out, I got rid of my Nintendo so I can get it, and it's just the way it was. I wish I was smart enough to keep everything that I had, and I had a bunch of stuff growing up. The Game Boy, the original Game Boy, the Game Boy Color, uh, the Neo Geo Pocket, um, the Atari Lynx, the Atari Jaguar. I had a bunch of those games, a bunch of those systems, and I just got rid of them. You know, the 3DO, the Panasonic 3DO. Of course, I got that. I didn't get that when it was new because that sucker was like $700. But I got that system later on. I was working at a place called Game World. This was back in the super early '90s, and they had a phone number like 556 Sega. That was their phone number, and it was before GameStop, before EB Games, before Funko Land. That was the video game place you went to. That's where you bought and sold your games. You came in, you traded in your games for credit, and you walked out with another system. So when I was working there, we were selling the 3DO, and this is when Nintendo came out. I mean, when PlayStation came out, and it just killed the 3DO. And I remember a $700 system. We were selling it for like $80 with like 4 games. So I got it, and I had it for in the '90s. It was pretty cool. I liked it. Um, I just wish I would have kept all those systems that I had. I had so many systems that I can't even remember now anymore. Just the ones that I've mentioned, those are the ones I can remember. The Atari Lynx was my favorite handheld. It was, in my opinion, just because it was so huge, it was awesome. Of course, it was a battery eating hog, but anyway, I just wanted to let y'all guys know that I love video games, and I'll make another video if this video gets any kind of good response. If you guys like it, please like it, and if you want to see me more often, subscribe. And I'll look to see if you guys like me. If you do, I'll make more videos. I just wanted to make a quick show of my actual collection of games. Now, I don't have a big video game collection, and I don't have anything classic anymore. So just really quickly, I'm just going to show you what I got. So I have the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, the Xbox 360, the Nintendo 2DS because it was cheap, real cheap, the DS Lite, and of course, the Nintendo Switch, which I love. The library sucks right now. I can't wait until they have better games. Well, they have great games. It does have great games. I like Mario 8 Deluxe, and I do like Zelda. I really like it. It's better than the old ones. This open world thing is awesome. And I don't have a extensive game collection, but that's what I have. You see, that's my big shelf of games. But yeah, if you guys want to hear me ramble more about video games, more about memories I have, which I have a lot of memories, just like and subscribe, and I'll check in with you guys later on. Y'all have a great day. Be safe, and I'll see y'all later.